was a long week at Long Beach. All right, well, Long Beach has come and gone, and it went better than any other week I've had at Long Beach. Our I rating did drop a bit, 1458 to 1349. I was kind of expecting that, considering how we had been running the TCRs, which I was doing really good at, and yeah. This is a more difficult track for me, so I kind of expected the drop to happen, and going back to the cars that I'm not quite as good at, it's bound to happen. Our safety rating also dropped. We went from a 4.07 to an A 2.07. Long Beach is a track that isn't conducive to safety rating. So yeah, our times though, I was really proud of our improvement here. We did a 122.068, got that down to a 120.085 in the Porsche with the fixed setups. We did the Lamborghini for most of the time in the VRS races, practicing so that Daniel and I could do the weekly endurance race at the end of the week, the 3-hour VRS endurance series. So I didn't really count that with the times. However, I did do a VRS after I wrote these numbers down, and I did break into the 119s, high 119s during practice, but not an actual race because I crashed out of that one. Normally in the past, I've dreaded Long Beach. Getting caught up in the hairpin at the beginning of a rolling start is super scary for me, but knowing that you can just kind of hopefully chat with folks and they will be polite if you say, hey, we'll all survive this if we go single file, folks, and most of the time that works. It didn't work a couple races, and I had one dude hit me, and he blamed me for it. He was like a position back and decided, yeah, we're going here if we got room or not. Yeah, it is what it is. Knowing what I know about the track, I wasn't sure how this week was going to go. Either it was going to go well because I did have some previous knowledge and could get up to speed fairly quickly, or it was going to go horrible because it's a street course and there's no room for error. And I think we had a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. The one thing I wasn't expecting that happened was I could get really frustrated when I got stuck behind somebody slower than me, and I made some really rash decisions that I kind of wish I hadn't. But, you know, we can't live in the past. We can only move forward. So just have to realize that about myself and figure out a way to get those moves done more safely when it comes up again. That's the big takeaway I'm going to have with this one. But the other big takeaway I'm going to take away is that there's no obstacle that's insurmountable. This was one of my least favorite tracks coming into this week. And I knew that, but I knew also that I had enough knowledge of it to kind of pick it up and that I'd probably be able to overcome that. And I have to say that maybe I kind of like it now. Yeah, I think I do. Overall this week, in the Fanatic GT3 challenge, we placed 59th, which is pretty good, I think, for us. Average start at 8th, average finish of 8th. That puts us 43rd place in our division overall, and with an average start of 7th and an average finish of 9th. In the VRS series, we only placed 108th with an average start of 13th and an average finish of 14th. Those were more the ones that I think I crashed out of and didn't finish. We're 66th overall in that series, again with an average start of 13th and an average finish of 14th. We did end up having a win this week, which is super exciting, and I think maybe my first win in GT3. I'm pretty sure it's my first win in GT3, so woohoo! We got a pretty good qualifying position, and then out of that, we were able to stick up front, and unfortunately, the guy who was leading is a nice guy, but he spun out, and, you know, that we didn't. So we won that race, and I was pretty excited by it. Sorry if I spoiled that video that I'm putting up later this week. But yeah, super exciting. Towards the end of the week, I did a couple Formula V races, which were pretty fun. And yeah, looking forward to next week. Summit Point, one of the tracks that I was better at in the TCRs. We'll see how it goes with the GT3s. I'm not 100% sure. They seem pretty fast for that little itty bitty track, but I'm excited, hesitantly. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman if you want to watch along live when it happens. And you know, as always, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and we'll see you next time. Bye.